On a late afternoon, school was done and Scarlett was heading home. She recalls what happened today, how her big brother protected her and assures her that everything will be fine. Then Scarlett remembers her past experience, taking errands and treated nothing more than a punching bag. Am I done with that? As Scarlett asks herself, not believing what had happened and its results, Vincent calls out to her. What's on your mind? You can't hear me, as if you're in a deep thought, Vincent asks with a smile. Scarlett apologizes about ignoring him, and that she keep him waiting. Vincent tells her that his sense of direction is not good. Scarlett can't believe that her brother, the one that single-handedly beat the Alpha group, has a bad sense of direction. Then Scarlett suggests that they should go to the market and buy some stuff. Vincent asks why and Scarlett answers that Grandpa likes it that the dinner is already prepared when he gets home, plus he gets so hungry after work. Vincent agreed and decided to go with her suggestion. On the other hand,
Nanunood na parang CCTV si Marites kay Scarlett at Vincent, at klarong-klaro ang inggit sa kanyang mukha, ngunit may naisip si Marites na paraan at ito ay nagdala ng ngiti sa kanyang mukha. Hoy Marites, hindi ka pa ba natuto kanina?
While on the market, Scarlett is facing another battle. It's to pick the best and the cheapest ingredients. While Scarlett is busy picking, Vincent is getting too much attention. Everyone is taking a look at him, and Scarlett notices it. She remarks that her brother is not only popular at school but everyone is talking about him. Then Scarlett asks Vincent if he has a girlfriend where he used to live. That shocked Vincent and reconfirms Scarlett's question. Scarlett clarifies it likes someone more than a friend. Vincent answers with a no, but Scarlett wonders that given his current popularity at school he must have one. Vincent thought for a while and said no because he was busy. A thought came to Scarlett that Vincent must have a hard time living on the foreign land, but suddenly Vincent asked the same question and it shocked Scarlett. Scarlett let out a huh as if she didn't hear it clearly. Vincent asked again if she going out with someone. Scarlett says she don't and Vincent asked why and she replied that she was busy.
Magkapatid nga sila.
Later evening, after dinner, Vincent received a gift from Grandpa. It was a smartphone. Grandpa told Vincent that it is common for students to have a smartphone nowadays, and he hopes that the phone he bought suits Vincent's taste. Scarlett notices that the phone Vincent received were the latest ones. Vincent was speechless while Grandpa told Vincent that he already put his and Scarlett's number. Scarlett didn't believe that Grandpa put it, that she usually do it for him cause he tends to forget the instructions. Grandpa told her that he asked for assistance from the clerks. Scarlett replied that he should just told her, she can easily do that much. Grandpa embarrassingly scratched the backside of his head and told him that he wanted to do it himself. This surprises both Vincent and Scarlett.
Ang sweet naman ni Grandpa, biruin mo nagpaturo pa siya kung paano magpa-phone book ng number, nag-aral din siya magluto pagkabalik ni Vincent galing sa ibang bansa, sana magpatuloy na masaya ang pamilya na ito.
Yes, and Grandpa even worried about opening the phone first, that it may upset Vincent, but Vincent tells him he don't mind. Then Grandpa asks Scarlett if she were upset because he bought Vincent a new phone first. He reasons that he needed a new phone and told her that he'll buy hers later. But Scarlett declines and says that her phone is still functional. Then Vincent gave his thanks and promised to use it well. This brought smile to Grandpa's face. Later that night, Vincent was lying on his bed checking his new phone. He was happy to receive a gift from his family after 10 years in the battlefield. Later he mailed Lieutenant Duran of his new number. Duran didn't recognize his number and wonder why he changed his number. His colleague told him that youngsters nowadays are picky when it comes to stuff like that. Duran retorted that he bought Vincent the most expensive phone. His colleague reasons that it may not fit to Vincent's liking.
After taking a bath in the morning, Vincent was greeted by a hurrying Scarlett. She said that she'll be going ahead, that she'll be late. She also instructed Vincent to put the plate on the sink after he's done eating. While Vincent is going to take his breakfast, Scarlett was running and checks her phone's clock and relieves that she may make it in time. She was glad that the soup she made yesterday was a sold out, that it took her whole morning making it again. She remembers the expression that Grandpa gave after she made it and it brought a smile to her face. But then suddenly trouble in paradise. Scarlett was kicking her sides and fell to the ground. The masked person told Scarlett to watch where she going, and she thought that Scarlett might have break her ankle. This shocked Scarlett and was told to apologize for bumping her. Scarlett says her sorry but got slapped instead and was told to shut up. that an apology isn't enough. Scarlet expressions turns blue, and the masked girl with a ponytail suggests that they should go to karaoke. The other two agrees, and she approaches Scarlet and told her to come with them. And Scarlet recognized who was it through her voice. It was Marites. After the group is done with the karaoke they left, the attendant was impressed by the energy of the youngsters, screaming like that while singing. Upon opening the door the attendant found Scarlet lying on the ground and asked her if she was okay. Scarlet tries to get up and says she's okay but the attendant insists and told her to wait because he's gonna call 911. But Scarlet told him that she's fine and continues to walk home. Meanwhile the teacher asked where is Scarlet? And a student answered that she's not around. The teacher was curious why she was not around. Usually she contacts the teacher if she can't make it.
Sa balita narinig ni Marites, napangiti siya, tinanong siya ng katabi niya kung okay lang to. Sumagot si Marites na bakit naman hindi, nilagay ko lang siya sa lugar kung saan siya nararapat ang sabi ni Marites, pero medyo hindi ako mapakali ng kunti. Ang sagot ng katabi ni Marites, anong ibig mong sabihin? Wala tayong kinalaman sa pagliban ni Scarlett, dagdag ni Marites. Ito pala ang plano ni Marites, pero may nakalimutan yata siya. Si Kuya Vincent.
Vincent was waiting patiently for Scarlet. A few minutes later, the students who passes him slowly decreasing. An hour later, his only one left and Vincent got worried and tries to contact Scarlet. The phone is ringing but no answer to avail. Scarlet was underneath her sheets trying to hide from everything. Upon arriving home, Vincent noticed Scarlet's shoes which indicates she got home. Vincent can't help but worry and knocks to Scarlet's room to check her out. Scarlet, it's me, Vincent declared. Big brother. You're back. Scarlet's voice were shaking and this states that she's not in her best condition. Vincent asked Scarlet to open the door but Scarlet told him that she was sick. Vincent asked her if she was okay and she replied that it's just a slight fever and a few rest will heal her up. Vincent agrees and told her if she need anything, just call him. Just to be sure Vincent plans to buy some medicine but then something caught Vincent's eyes. It was a stain, a blood stain on Scarlet's shoes and this snaps Vincent.
After finding out what happened to Scarlet, Vincent took some medicines and applied it to Scarlet. Ow, Scarlet protest in pain. Does it hurt a lot? Vincent asked with concern. It does sting a little, Scarlet replied. Vincent told Scarlet to be careful next time taking some stairs and it would be much better if she just took the hit from the bicycle rather than dodging it and fell from the stairs. Scarlet agrees with an awkward smile. Then Vincent asks her again to take her to hospital but Scarlet says she's fine. If she were to be taken to hospital, they'll find out that she's lying about falling from the stairs. Then a memory reminded Scarlet why she must keep quiet. It was during her middle school days where she files a complaint to the principal's office about Marites beating her up. Scarlet points to Marites that it was her who did it. Marites denies it. Scarlet tells that she wore a mask and a cap but her voice and the way she talk is recognizable. And she bully her all the time. Marites laughs it off and told her that it's all just an assumption just because they can't get along well. The principal asks if she saw the attacker's face and Scarlet points out that she was on the disguise but it was Marites. Then Marites' mother blurted out. What is she trying to pull? That she called the cops and treat Marites a criminal. The principal requested her to calm down but the mother can't because of this scandal. Then Scarlet starts to lose hope and starts to wonder why they won't believe her. Marites' mother asks Scarlet to apologize to Marites but Scarlet insisted that the culprit is Marites. Such fatherless behavior, this is unacceptable. I need to talk to her parents, call them here right now. Then Scarlet's hope for justice shatters and this brings despair and tears on her eyes. This time around, she don't have any proof and this might cause depression to Grandpa.
Pero iba na ang sitwasyon ngayon, hindi ka na nag-iisa Scarlett dahil may kakampi ka na ngayon, si Kuya Vincent, at ano kaya ang susunod na gagawin ni Kuya Vincent?
Vincent was relieved that Scarlet didn't break any of her bone although her bruises might take some time to heal so she has to endure it. Scarlet agrees. Scarlet compliments how well Vincent was applying first aid. Is it tight? Vincent asked and Scarlet replied it's all well. But Scarlet is worried about Grandpa finding out what has happened to her, that he got a heart problem. But Vincent said that he'll talk to him and that she should get some rest. Big brother, thank you. Scarlet thanks Vincent and Vincent smiled in response. Then Scarlett thought to herself that it was the right decision not to tell Vincent the truth because there is nothing a student can do about the situation.
Last time they stormed Vincent's classroom to confront him, this time Vincent will assault their home base alone. What a mad lad.
Lagot kayo mga tanga. Kahit magtago pa kayo, mahahanap pa rin kayo ni Vincent, hindi kayo natuto noong nakaraan, pues, klaklarohin na ni Vincent kung ano ang kanyang gustong mangyari.
Meanwhile, Mario held a meeting with the boys. The venue was their hideout, a bar in which they usually hangs out. They're discussing about how to deal with that one single guy who took them out. The guy with the bangs said that they were caught off guard and it might be a different story if they were cautious. Another guy suggests that if they gang up on him, he couldn't do anything. But there's this feeling that Mario can't shake about this guy, but he can't just let it pass. Screw it, Mario snaps and says that they don't have to do it one-on-one, and they gave a sinister smile and decided to gang up on him tomorrow. Oh, how naive of you, Mario. Then Mario's phone rang and it was his little sister calling. She asked if he's still hanging out in their hideout. Mario tells her to get to the point or he'll drop the call. Then Marites brags about what she have done to that bastard little sister and he should be thanking her. Mario can't help but smile of what she have done and can't believe of how insane she was. Mario compliments his little sister and told her that they're planning to deal with that bastard later. Then that bastard arrived.
Mario wasn't sure who have arrived in front of them, but the fat guy recognized him. It was Vincent. Then Mario was shocked of how Vincent found him and went all the way to come to their hideout. Marites was still on the line and asked what is happening. Mario was glad that they've met again because he was planning to take his revenge.
But Vincent grabbed the black-haired guy's face and smashed it to the ground. The guy with no eyebrows tries to throw a straight right but wasn't fast enough and was countered by a left hook from Vincent. This made Mario and the rest stand up, and then Mario told them to attack at once. And they rushes towards him. The man with the bangs received a left kick to his left foot and made him unbalanced and fell to the ground. Then Vincent grabbed him by the collar and threw him back. While the fat guy got distracted, Vincent gave him a left hook on his face. Then a guy on a jacket was planning to hit Vincent with a bottle, but Vincent intercepted it. He flicked the bottle out of his hand using his left hand and gets below him to throw a right uppercut. The fat guy was trying to throw a left hook on Vincent's back, but Vincent ducks down to dodge and grabs the fat guy left hand and twist it. And then he right elbow his nape. The guy on a jacket gets on his knees, but Vincent didn't let him recover. He grabbed his head and knee his face with his left leg. All of the boys fell and the only one remains standing is Mario. Mario was shocked of what he has witnessed while Marites is still on the line. Mario, do I have to clarify it for you? Leave my sister alone.
Mario was shocked of what he saw. Even ganging up against him, they still don't stand a chance. How will Mario handle this? Then Vincent asks Mario what has his sister done to them. Mario tries to distract Vincent and throw a glass at him. This was dodged easily by Vincent. Then Mario grabs a bottle and swing it to Vincent, but was dodged again. He followed it with a swing coming from the left but was countered with a right flick to the abdomen by Vincent. But Mario endured it. Then he tries to throw a jab but wasn't fast enough and got hit with a jab to the face by Vincent, but Mario still endured it. Then Mario wondered why he's not affected, while Vincent was asking him why he did this to the weak. Mario broke the bottle and plans to stab Vincent with it. But Vincent anticipated this and with a left flick to Mario's right arm he let go of the broken bottle. Then he grabbed Mario's neck and shoved him to the ground and elbowed his neck. Unable to let go from Vincent's arm press, he started panicking. Then Vincent warned him, if he ever heard any rumors or gossip about them mistreating his sister, he'll be back. That also includes his sister. If I ever heard that your sister bothers my sister, I'll come after you. And when I find you, the outcome will be different. Mario was coughing after Vincent releases him. He was choking from Vincent's arm press.
Pahinga ka na, Mario, hindi ka pa ba napapagod na mabogbog?
Yes, take a break, Mario. It's good for your health. After Vincent was done with Mario, he encountered Marites on the road. Marites was heading towards Mario's hideout but got surprised by what she encountered along the streets. It was Vincent. She's confident that she left no evidence about her misdeed, but she's still scared of Vincent and told him to stay away. Fearing Vincent, she slowly stepped back but trips instead and fell to her arm. Vincent was standing still but got a call from Grandpa and left the scene. After Vincent left, Marites saw the aftermath of his wrath. Everyone is defeated and down. Marites asked what just happened. Did he do this? Marites. Mario calls out to his sister. Starting today, you will not mess with that guy's sister anymore. Marites cited and asked him what he meant. Just leave her alone. Mario said while bleeding. You're scared of him now. Marites asked Mario as if she was mocking him. Just answer me, Mario asked again, but Marites declines his request. But a shout came out from Mario saying, Marites, if you ever hurt his sister again, I'll be the one that will beat you. This scares Marites. Meanwhile, Vincent was heading home, but he meet Grandpa midway. Grandpa apologized for calling him while he's doing his stuff, but Vincent told him he didn't mind.
Then Grandpa suddenly became sad. He said that Scarlett was hurt, and he gave thanks to Vincent for bringing medicine to her. Grandpa heard that she fell from the stairs, but he doesn't believe it. He wants to bring her to hospital because she was badly hurt, but she refuses. Grandpa remembers the things he couldn't do for Scarlett, raising her alone, the time he couldn't spend with Scarlett because of work. He finds all his effort lacking. But he was grateful because how Scarlett grew up to be like that. Then he recalled that it was Scarlett who did more to him than him to her. Grandpa smiles. After the plane crash, it was Scarlett who helped Grandpa to make it through. Then Grandpa got depressed again. It breaks his heart seeing Scarlett hurt like that. And the fact that she won't tell him breaks his heart even more. Grandpa recalled that he heard kids her age won't tell their parents about themselves. Grandpa, Vincent calls to him and told him that it's not that long since he came, but he can truly tell how Grandpa loves Scarlett and that Scarlett loves him too. Then Vincent reassures Grandpa that he'll be watching over her. This relieves Grandpa and told Vincent how happy he was that he was here. The next morning, Mario was admitted at the hospital. His father was expecting this to happen given how rowdy he is, but his mother rebukes him and tells him that this is not Mario's fault. It's the one who made him into this. And she also points out the condition Marites currently in. Mario's father couldn't help but sighed. But Mario's mother comforts him and told him to stay and rejuvenate. Mario agreed. Then Mario's mother started swearing and promised that the one who did this to them shall pay. After they left, Mario asked Marites if she was okay in the head. Why did she told their parents? It looked like he told his parent that he got beat up. It's shameful. But Marites reasons that how can she cover his admission to the hospital and what happened to her arm. Then Mario got serious after seeing Marites' injury and asked, is that also his doing? Marites recalls it was her clumsiness that causes her injury, but she lied and blames Vincent for it.
Then Marites told Mario to stay put and guarantees that Vincent will get what he'll deserve. Unable to say anything, Mario just let Marites off. Meanwhile, their parents was walking in the hospital hall. Marites' mother told her husband that she made contact with that person. But her husband asked why she did that. And suggest that it is better to leave it to the school. But she inferred that today is a weekend and she told him that she's not contented of just an expulsion for a punishment. Then her husband asked her does she know how big of a deal is the person she called. I can pretty much tell. He's the one doing the dirty stuff to keep you clean. And I have given him all the details. This statement made her husband quiet. While Marites listens to them, she spout to herself about the person her mother referring to. The terrifying person she see occasionally. Then she concludes that Vincent is over. On the other hand, the person they were talking about is trying to take a smoke. Known to be the strongest gangster on the streets and undefeated, the person they're referring to is named Elmar. Yet his subordinates complains about the request to take down a high school student. The other guy told him keep it shut. Elmar couldn't help but breathed in and cited the smoke out and utter how it sucks to do this.
Sucks to be him. Elmer recalled the call he received earlier. It was a request from Madam to take of a certain high schooler who hurt her children, and that he needs to get hurt too. Elmer swore and decided to take the request. At home, Vincent have a thought. After what happened between him, Mario and his sister, will they finally stop? Vincent doubts it. But suddenly there was a ruckus outside. It was Grandpa asking the two gentlemen about what do they want from Vincent at this late hour. The gentlemen insist that they should call for him. But Grandpa tries to reason to them, but Vincent came out and told Grandpa he'll be back. But Grandpa objects with a worried face and Scarlett can't help but call to her brother. Then Vincent smiles and told them that they are his acquaintances and that they'll just chat a little. Grandpa's expression turned blue. Then they took Vincent to a construction site, where they planned to mug him. Vincent got curious about their identity and what are their motives. The gentleman told their boss that they have brought him. The other guy compliments Vincent on how he can read the atmosphere and followed them quietly. Elmer didn't care and just told the guys to do it. Agreed, said the gentleman in unison. While the other guy told the other gentleman to hold his arm.
Nag-upgrade ang mga bully, parang ads ng Mafia City, pero kaya ba nila si Vincent? Ano kaya level nila kung nasa laro sila, pero bet ko di nila ka-level si Vincent.
While Elmer was browsing his phone book to make call to the madam, assuming that her request is done, the other guy declared that this will be quick but will be a little painful. The other guy pity him that he messes with the wrong kids. Vincent asked and deduced this is still about Mario and Marites. Elmer was irritated how his subordinate can't keep their mouth shut. Even though he's just a kid, they just blabber their mouth open, thus he decided to discipline him later. But something caught Elmer's attention. Vincent is so calm despite his situation. No signs of emotion, not even fear. With a quick movement, the one who's holding Vincent is now the one being held. Then Vincent pulls his arm and elbowed his left cheek. This surprises Elmer. Then the other one was trying to swing a bat rightward and shout, "Who do you think you are?" Elmer was thinking that it was ridiculous of him to face headward a swinging bat, but Vincent managed to shorten the gap and lock the bat in his right arm. Then he followed it with a right uppercut, then grab his neck and kneed his face, then grab his neck again and smack his face to the ground. Then Elmer deduced that the kid was trained well. After that, the other guy bear hugged Vincent from behind, but Vincent quickly elbowed his right ribs. After his hold loosened, Vincent followed it with her elbow to the chin. Elmer also concluded that Vincent also got real-time combat experience. Then Vincent looked at his next target. Elmer stated that Vincent is not a normal high schooler and side-scratching his backhead that he can't believe that he actually fighting a high schooler.
Vincent saw that Elmar is full of openings. As he slowly reaches Vincent, he gave a quick jab. Vincent evaded it. Elmar can't help but chuckle. Then he throw a barrage of jabs, but all was dodged by Vincent. Then Vincent jump inside and dodge Elmar's straight. However, it was followed up by a jab from Elmar which blocked by Vincent. Elmar compliments him for blocking that. And Vincent notices the bruise on his left hand and deduce that Elmar was waiting for him to get in. Elmar thought that he got a clean hit and asked him again, "Who the heck is he?" Vincent replied that he's just a normal high schooler. Then Elmar concluded again that this high schooler is not ordinary guy, heck he's even stronger than those street thugs. And the way he moves, who jumps inside and blocks every hit with the intention of counter-attacking. This feat requires a lot of focus and patience, but this high schooler did it like nothing. Then Vincent chooses another approach and changes his stance. Elmar can't help but notice. And ask if he's serious now. After that Elmar launched a straight but was blocked by him. Then Vincent counters with a straight but was dodged by Elmar. Then Elmar followed it with a left uppercut but was repelled by Vincent. Then he counters with a right hook to the abdomen. After that Elmar gave a quick jab but was intercepted by Vincent and throw him a right uppercut. This pisses off Elmar, blocking while counter-attacking rather than avoiding his attacks. This snaps him and throw a straight but it was blocked and Vincent gazed upon him unfazed, unaffected and calm. Then he countered by right uppercut from Vincent, then followed by right hook to Elmar's side and then palms his chin upward. This throws him midair and in disbelief of him beaten by a high schooler as he laid to the ground and he check again how was his expression. Nothing has changed, he's still emotionless. Elmar doesn't know anything about Vincent but he concluded that they've picked a wrong guy to mess with.
Later that night, at the office of Marites's father. Marites's mother can't wait for the call. She even asked her husband to call him instead. But her husband told her to be patient. He knows Elmer will make a call after it's all over. Marites sitting on the sofa left off a sigh. Then the phone starts ringing. Marites's mother asks her husband to put it in loudspeaker. This irritates her husband but did it anyway. "Congressman, it's me." But before Elmer tells them anything, the congressman apologized for the unreasonable request his wife have made. But her wife reproved him and told him that their children got hurt, so it's not beyond reason. But Elmer replied with an apology, and Congressman asked what is this about. But Elmer says that the one your children pick a fight on is the one they shouldn't mess with. "I have lost." This news shocked the congressman, who thought that Mr. Elmer, the one who is unbeatable underground, got lost to some kid more over a high schooler. Then Elmer added that he's not only skilled in combat, but before he finished his sentence, something caught everyone's attention. The door slowly opens. This surprises everyone. It was Vincent, and behind him was the guards who laid unconscious. Then Elmer stated that the high schooler they pick on is not a normal guy.
Ano kaya ang gagawin ni Vincent sa opisina ni Congressman?
Dealing with a politician. This will not end well.
Will Vincent resolves this peacefully?
Thanks for watching.
And leave a like.
Huwag kalimutan mag-subscribe.